few hours ago, 23 remaining captives of the Abuja-Kaduna bound train attacked by terrorists are now breathing the air of freedom. The latest on that incident that happened on 28th March this year is that all captives have regained freedom after spending over 6 months in captivity. The news of the release was from the Secretary of the Chief of Defense Staff Action Committee, Usman Yusuf, who disclosed that the hostages were released by their captors at about 4 p.m. today. Mr. Yusuf said the committee took custody of the victims after their release. Now, let's briefly run you through some of the occurrences that shaped that fateful day, 28th of March 2022, which will remain fresh in the minds of Nigerians for a long time. At around 7:45 p.m. on that fateful day, hundreds of passengers traveling to Kaduna were kidnapped, others killed, and some injured by bandits who bombed the Abuja-Kaduna bound train. Approximately 970 passengers were on board, with several of them abducted and taken into the bush by the bandits who arrived on motorbikes holding firearms and other deadly weapons. The train left Abuja's Idu station at 6 p.m. and was scheduled to arrive in Kaduna's Regasa train station by 8 p.m. According to eyewitness accounts, the train was bombed twice before the armed bandits opened fire on the travelers. Although 26 passengers were officially declared missing as of 4th April, and 150 passengers were still unaccounted for at that time. At least 8 people were killed, including Amin Mahmoud, a youth leader of the ruling All Progressives Congress, Chinelu Megafo, a medical doctor, Tebele Bosugo, a lawyer, Barrister Musa Lawalo Zige, Secretary General Trade Union Congress, with more than 65 others kidnapped. The following week, the hostage takers released a businessman and 11 more captives were released in June. In a statement released on 20th March 2022, the Nigerian Medical Association confirmed that Ms. Chinelu tweeted shortly after the train from Abuja to Kaduna was attacked by terrorists saying, "I'm in the train. I have been shot. Please pray for me." End quote. In the aftermath of that attack, the Nigerian Air Force conducted raids in the forest on the boundary of Niger and Kaduna State, killing no fewer than 34 terrorists. In the meantime, President Muhammadu Buhari says he's delighted about the safe release of the remaining 23 kidnapped train passengers held hostage by Boko Haram terrorists. The president said the nation owed the military and all other security and intelligence agencies a debt of gratitude for the successful conduct of the operation leading to the release of the hostages. He says the relief that has come to the nation from the closure of this unfortunate saga must be sustained across the country at all times. He maintained that his government will take credit for resolving the issue and the de-escalation of terrorism, banditry, and kidnapping that ravaged some parts of the country recently.